I need to see some more people jumping in here. There we go. Luca. Matt, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this morning's Monday Mastermind. But before we kick it off, guys, I want to open up the floor. Does anybody have any wins that they have from this weekend?
I do.
Go ahead.
And I'll share it on Wednesday too. But I went shopping yesterday just to get some new workout clothes because all of my 2X like workout shorts don't fit anymore because they're too big. And I actually I'll save one for Wednesday and then one for today. But yesterday I did some fall cleaning. Obviously it's not spring, so I did some fall cleaning, and there were a lot of clothes in my closet that I had saved there when I was like 300, 305 that were too small for me then. And I was like, you know what? When I lose some weight, I can wear them finally. Hey, I'm excited about wearing it. Well, it turns out I blew way past those, and all of those that I was saving to wear when I would lose weight, I have lost enough weight to actually now those clothes are too big. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of it were like pants and shirts and shorts, and a lot of them, like I said, I saved so I can wear them when I did lose weight. Well, I've lost enough weight to where I've lost more weight to now, like they just don't fit at all. So
Let's go, man. Good shit.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and then the other one, I'll say for Wednesday, but I think that one's I got real excited about that one when I was trying on some clothes at the store yesterday. So, but I'll save that one for Wednesday.
That's what's up, man. What size did you get rid of?
40.
Pants you're talking about?
Yeah, 40.
Okay. What about shirts?
Yeah. Shirts, like some of the t-shirts were like there was a couple of them in there that were actually like extra larges that I held on to that kind of fit now. Extra large on some brands is still kind of snug. I'm like most brands right now, I'm like in between an extra large and a double extra large. But the main like golf shirt brand that I wear, I'm comfortably in an extra large, no problem. 38 in the waist. So it's very attractive. And but yeah, I yesterday, fuck it, I'm gonna share it anyway. I'll share it again on Wednesday. But I bought a pair of
Get
size.
another win by Wednesday.
I will. I will. I will. I bought a pair and they fit a little snug, more, snug, like almost uncomfortable snug. But I bought a pair of jeans that was size 36.
Oh,
And
shit.
I haven't worn 36 probably in 25 years. I mean, I was wearing 36 when I was like 13, so I'm 37 now. So I mean
dude, you're like 2 pant sizes away from me.
Yeah, I mean, now the brand that I bought, like they're notorious for having maybe like a half inch of room in the waist in pretty much all their clothes, but still, I mean, to wear a 36, I was in the freaking dressing room just like jumping for joy. Like it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, Trey. Let's go.
Yeah.
So were you shopping out in Vegas?
Yeah, Travis Matthews, a golf brand that I wear a lot of, mostly in their pants and their shorts because they fit how I like to wear my clothes. And I bought a few, I was trying on everything extra large. Like, holy shit, like I'm excited just to try extra large shirts on. Now, not everything did fit because clothing obviously, depending on what it's made of and stuff can fit differently, but I was just kind of like a kid in a candy store trying on like smaller clothes that I could never fit in before 50 pounds ago. So I was excited.
Yeah, that Travis Matthew, you guys make it sound really good, but I don't know. I'm a Nike guy. Even when it comes to like golf clothes,
Yeah.
like I love the Nike.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Travis Matthews just like I wear like their pants and their shorts. I don't, I'm not a big fan of their shirts personally. Um, and then like my workout shirts are Fabletics. Like I just sign up for their VIP, buy enough stuff, and then I cancel the VIP. So But I mean, if I wish you saw my face in the store yesterday when I fucking wore those 36s. It was insane. I was
Yeah.
so excited.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Definitely gotta post a picture in the group, man. Let people know.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
get that happening, man, you gotta take a video, like
Yeah.
live stream that shit, man. Talk to us about like in the moment how that's feeling.
Yeah.
That shit's funny.
Next time I will. I didn't even think about it. I was just kind of elated in my own world. So
And dude, do it for you though, because like now you know what that feeling feels like. You don't want to go back to like not being able to feel that again. You know what I'm saying? So that's like
no.
more for you, dude. Like not even for anybody else. That's for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, that's an awesome win trade. Does anybody else have a win that they want to share with the group before we jump into this mastermind? Going once, going twice. Awesome. Let's jump right in. Cool. So, welcome to this morning's Monday Mastermind, guys. First off, before I open up, is it okay if I make some people here uncomfortable?
Yes. I'm gonna speak for everyone.
Awesome. Let's do it. Here we go. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So, for this Monday Mastermind, guys, this is a complete discipline reset because I was going through a lot of the check-in forms from the past few weeks, and I've noticed that when the question came up as to how many workouts did you complete this week, it would be one, two, three. For the rock stars here, most of you guys here on the call that are actually putting in the work every single day and showing up, that wasn't a problem for a lot of you guys, but this is going to be posted into the group as well, so that not just for them, but everybody here gets the common understanding, guys, that you can't just work out 1, 2 times per week and expect to get the grandiose result that you're looking for because your discipline is missing. All right, so straight up, you'll never get to where you want to be working out 1 to 3 times per week. And I make this comparison that not even the best athletes in the world can sustain result of that little effort. And so the question here for you is why would you think that you can? And we have to be brutally honest with ourselves, guys, as to think of how many years you spent getting up into this weight where you didn't work out. I mean, years and years and years and years of not exercising and what that's resulted in. And just by joining this program, that doesn't mean that all of your problems just immediately get thrown away. No, you still have to do the work. You still have to show up daily and put in your time, put in your effort, put in the energy. Because the truth is, the transformation that you're looking for requires consistency, not convenience. And I noticed that a lot of guys that put in one workout per week, they would say to us, I don't have the discipline. Everything in my life it feels like it's falling apart. It feels like nothing's working. I'm dropping the ball at work. And you go through and you look at the tangible things that we have for them to do in their calendar on the workout app. They haven't done any workouts. They haven't lost any weight, and they're upset that they're not getting the results that they want, that the number on the scale is not dropping. Not even the best athletes in the world can do 1 to 3 workouts per week and see and see their weight change at all. So we have to be really real with ourselves, guys, and you have to ask yourself, are you actually putting in the work? Because if you're not, you can't be upset, and there's no point in showing up to calls like this if you're not going to take action right afterwards. Like just showing up to this call is really the bare minimum, guys. And it's great. It's great that you're showing up, but it is not going to lose the weight for you by just sitting here on a call. And I don't want to call any names out on here, but there's a few people on here that are here on a call that aren't putting in the work in on the back end. Christian, I see you have your hand raised.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just real quick, just talking about that point in particular. Um, so just like how, it's been mentioned before, like surround yourself and eventually you'll get to do it. Like, like the first step is like just go to the gym, right? Even if you don't work out, just you being there, it's already a big step. At some point, you got to face the music. At some point, you're gonna feel like like that kid in school that didn't do anything on the class project and you're getting an A because your team, picked you up. But at some point, when the teacher says, "Hey, Jimmy, go ahead and tell us about the project," you're gonna feel naked. So in the beginning, for whoever's new, yeah, make progress because I understand how it was to like just get onto the calls and then be like, everything, your life is literally changing. You got to start working out, you got to start eating better, tracking all this stuff. It's a lot of information at once. So I understand how that can be overwhelming. But at some point, and I'm talking about, I always do like a 2 week max period, like for anything new. At some point, I think it's what 3 weeks and it becomes a habit or something like that. But at some point, you kind of have to like face the music and be like, all right, it's not it's not just showing up. Like I also need to do this for this. I need to do this for that. I need to track my food. I need to do my workout. I need to do that. So you should, if you feel naked at any point, I say feel naked because you're like, oh shit, I'm exposed, right? If you
Yeah.
feel like that, that's not that you gotta look in the mirror. I mean, you gotta be like, what the fuck am I here? Like, what am I doing? And that was kind of like what my post was about yesterday, because I'm pissed off at seeing people not getting 10,000 steps. So I fucking did it for you. This is what the fuck I did. I said, fuck it. I did 20,000 steps on Saturday, almost 15, 16,000 yesterday. I said, this is bullshit. Like, it's not for me to like say like forget about the challenge for a second. It's about you and you really getting to that next level. And everybody has it in them to do it. Like everybody has it in them to do it, guys. And you just got to just take it a step at a time, take it a step at a time. Don't get, these wins and all this stuff is to help so you can see that there's actual truth to it. I'm not AI, I'm not fake. I did lose weight, so as others in here. So that's one thing. The approval stamp is there, but now it's like, what can you do for yourself? And how can you become that next person on the list, right? And it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's just not. It's just not, guys. It's not. So that's it. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
thank you
that's
for sharing that,
a great,
Chris.
great point, Christian. Real quick, Angela, I want
Yeah.
to hear what to say.
Yeah.
And I love what Christian just mentioned because it isn't going to happen overnight. And I think because we portray that we've lost weight so fast, because we did, like that's the actual truth to it.
Took it 1 year.
It took us 12 months to lose over 300 pounds combined. So yes, it's not going to happen in one day, but if it's 6 months and you've lost 20 pounds, there's something very wrong at that point. Go ahead, Angela.
So one thing a lot of people say, especially when they get started, is like it's overwhelming. It's so much task, a lot of work. It's three things. It's literally three things I could change around. Track your calories, work out, and show up to the community. Those three things do not take you very long. Tracking your calories takes 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds to do that. Working out, 30 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour. You're awake for, 8, 11 hours a day? 1 hour of that, that's what 10% of your day is exercising. And then when it shows up to the community, these calls are 30 minutes, 3 times a week. Wednesdays, they're an hour. That's 2.5 hours plus another hour of working out, plus 10 seconds every time you eat, or 30 seconds every time you eat. You're looking at a total time attributed to your weight loss journey per week is 5 hours max. 5, 6 hours. Now, if you pull up your cell phone, you'll see how often you're scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on social media. You have the time. So it's not about, it's so many different things. I'm confused. There's so much. It's not. You have to put the time in. Don't wait for the time to show up and be like, okay, now's a good time to work out. No, you have to go make that happen. I woke up this morning, did not want to get my cardio in, but I'm 46 minutes in. I have this cleared off the back of my mind. So like Christian said, I don't feel naked later on. when I post my steps, it's gonna say 10,000 plus. I can go to sleep at night knowing I'm taking the right action towards my goals. So ask yourself, am I letting outside circumstances dictate what I do physically, or am I getting ahead of the day? Am I getting ahead of all the shit that happens and I'm making it happen? It's so fucking simple. It's 3 things. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's the truth. And the second point that I want to show you guys here is, and really uncover, is your why. I want you, everybody, listening to this right now, ask yourself, what is your why? Why are you really here? Why did you sign up? Like Christian said, it does take a few weeks for those habits to start compounding on each other. But most people forget their why after 2 weeks. Like they come in, you guys have all invested into the program. Everybody's on the same plan, essentially. And after 2 weeks, the why is where to go. And I had a conversation with one of a client that started a few weeks ago, and he's doing pretty good. He's not on this call right now, so I mean, I can assume where he's probably at right now. I'll have to check in on him.
Take that as a sign.
And I asked him what is his why. He's starting out at 385 pounds. I asked him, what is your why, man? And he says, oh, I just really want to lose weight because I've been overweight my whole life. Okay, cool. What does that actually mean? Why is being overweight something that you want to change? Well, because I just don't want to be here anymore, or I don't want to be overweight anymore. I want to see what it looks like being 250 pounds. Okay, why 250 pounds? I haven't been there since high school. Okay, well, what's the alternative if you don't lose this weight? And he goes, oh, I don't know. I'll stay the same. Okay, well, what does staying the same mean for you? Because a lot of guys stay the same. Well, then that means that I could end up dying because of my weight. Okay, well, 3 out of 5 people in the United States who have obesity die because of their weight. I mean, why is that something special for you? I mean, what happens if you do die because of your weight? Well, then my mom and my parents, they're not who I support, they're not going to be able to see me, and they're not going to be able to have that support that I give them on a weekly basis, taking care of my parents. Okay. So where are you at? Where's your consistent daily actions? Because if your parents and you not wanting to die because of your weight is that important to you, wouldn't it make sense to show up to these calls? Wouldn't it make sense to work out more than 3 times per week? A lot of you guys have kids here. Some don't. Most of you guys do. What happens if your kids see you overweight, see you obese for the rest of your life? What does that actually mean? Are you okay with just passing down that generational curse again? I'm not. I will never let my kids see me obese. I will never let my kids see me struggle with my weight or struggle with my discipline. Yes, it's going to get hard at times, but that's why the accountability is so important. Having people there for you, because I'm a human, I make mistakes as well, but I have somebody there for me that's gone through the journey, that can call me out on my shit and make it happen.
By the way, to add on to that, accountability isn't something you need when you're doing good. I hope you guys all realize that. If everybody that was doing good needed accountability, then it really wouldn't be, it's not useful, right? You only want love when you're feeling loveless, when you don't have that feeling. You only want accountability when you don't have that feeling. So in those moments where you're, sitting on the couch, take yesterday. How many people probably sat down all day yesterday, just around the United States, ordered Pizza Hut, ordered wings, drank a bunch of beer, said they were going to work out before the game started. The game started. What happened to their workouts? Nothing ended up happening. They stayed stagnant for 8 hours of the day. They wasted an entire Sunday not moving, not taking action. You know what accountability looks like in that situation? It's right before the game starts. You say, you're not going to watch the start of the game. Go get your workout done. Then you can enjoy the rest of your day. And in the moment, you're like, fuck, like the game's about to start. Like, I gotta watch this football game because my fantasy team's about to. And it's like, that's where accountability comes in. It's inconvenient. It's in where you want to do something, but you know you have to do something else. And so you hear this voice, and a lot of people have an ego problem. They don't want to hear it. How are you going to say that working out is more important than my fantasy game? Well, it's actually probably not, dude. Everything is important to everybody else. But you said losing weight was important for you because of your kids, because of your wife, because of your family. Are they more important than this damn fantasy game? Are they more important than this NFL? Are they more important than this freaking burrito you're about to eat? This pizza you're about to eat? Are they more important? Yes. So then go do the thing. Go work out for 1 hour. This isn't an all day thing. This isn't you need to be exercising for 8 hours a day. It's 30 minutes to an hour. Hell, put the game up on your phone and work out while you watch the game while you're working out. Knock two birds out in one stone. Don't miss the game, but make this part of your day happen. And people get binary. They say, oh, I have to do this, but I can't do this. I'm gonna show you guys something. There are TVs. I wish I could turn this thing around. Oh, here we go. There are TVs in this. You guys see that? Can you guys see the TVs in the gym? There's one right there. There's one right there. They put that in the freaking gym for people that don't want to miss the shit. So there's accommodations. Are you willing to do the thing necessary to get your result? And there's accommodations everywhere. Otherwise, you're pulling yourself out of the game. Nobody can save you from that. I'm done.
Yeah, that's the truth. And like Angelo just said, I mean, you hit it right on the point. There's accommodations everywhere when realistically, I mean, there shouldn't be. I think your why should be your accommodation as to why you do what you say you set out to do and actually commit to it. And yesterday, I went out on my 14-mile long run, guys. And I'm training for a marathon. And that's the thing is none of you guys have to go out and fucking run a marathon. Like none of you have to do that. I just want you, me and Angelo just want you guys to get into really badass shape, into really high level shape. That's all the goal is for every single person here. And so I'm out for my run yesterday. I'm like 30 minutes in, 3.5 miles, and I was struggling. My legs were like shot. It was just that random. This Sunday, it hit, and I still got those 14 miles done. But in the moment of those 3.5 miles, I told myself, I'm going to get this shit done. You have to start pulling motivation from places you never thought motivation would come from. You're going back to past relationships. You're going to your kids. You're going to deaths in the family. My grandma, my grandpa came up. My dad, my mom, everybody's coming up fighting to get these 14 miles done. And I ended up getting it done. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to. I could have prepared a little bit better for it. But at the end of the day, the shit got done.
And you know what's the beautiful part about that? Is that when you get to the end and you did do it the whole way through, you pushed yourself all the way through, that confidence, that motivation to do hard shit carries with you every other area of your life. Now you see a task in front of you. You don't say, oh, fuck, I'm going to do half of it now and then half of it later. You don't say, oh, man, that's going to take a long time. I'm not going to do that. I'll do it tomorrow. All that shit goes away because in the moment, you decided to keep pushing through. I did the same thing too yesterday. I went on a long ass run. I came up with the route in my mind as I'm sitting down on the couch. I'm like, I could spend the rest of this evening. I already did my cardio in the morning, but I could spend the rest of the evening, chilling out. I did my 10K steps, whatever. I'm cool. But no. So I'm gonna go do more. I got up and I ran. At 2.5 miles. Mind you, I run maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Calvin runs every day. He's a fucking crazy person. I do it maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm at 2.5 miles in 3, and I'm like, okay, when I get to that stoplight, then I'll take a break. Guess what happens? The stoplight turns green. The fucking crosswalk's on. Did I walk across or did I run across? I ran across. I could have walked. I could have said, oh, I'm going to chill out. I'm going to take it easy from here on out. But no. In that moment, I said, okay, what if I just push it to the next fucking stoplight? Let me just get to the next one at least. You get to the next one, turns green, keeps going. Guys, The world is contriving to help you win. This shit isn't by accident. Whether you believe in God or you believe in, whatever it is, it's trying to keep you to go. It's trying to push you to keep going. And there's a reason why I fully believed in my heart those lights turned green. Because I said in the beginning, I'm going to run the whole time. I'm not going to stop. I ran the whole time. I didn't stop. Got to the end, finished the workout, and I'm just like, fuck, I did that shit. There's nothing that can stop me. Everything that it comes up to stop me in life is a fucking idea. And a lot of people let ideas, things in their fucking brain stop. Not even physical situations. They just let the thought process, the things that they think are going to happen, stop them from taking action. You go out there and do it. It's actually not that fucking hard. It's really not. But I could have sat back and let all those things come up on my brain, all those times telling me to quit, stop me from getting results. And if I got to the end, I would have felt like shit because I knew I didn't put in my full effort. But I don't want to feel that way. I thought from the end. I put my mindset into the person that's already done it. How is he going to feel? I'm going to become that guy right now. And I started operating like him. Now it's translated to the next step. This morning, didn't want to work out. But because I did that yesterday, now I'm already almost done with my next hour of cardio. And then I'm going to go work out again this evening because I know where I want to go. And I'm not going to let things in between stop me.
Yeah. And Angelo, that's a great point that you just made, is not thinking about it, right? Speed is weight loss loves speed, guys. We talk about it all the time. And the action of indecision is actually losing. The only way that the best of the best, and when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to body recomposition, there's no thinking required in it. And when I got to the end, Angelo, I was even thinking for my run, I'm like, if I had sat and thought about this for 30 seconds longer, it wouldn't have gotten done. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't have accomplished that goal. So that's the proof. That's all the proof that I needed in life in general. That if you sit on any type of decision to make that is going to move the needle forward, that can be the thing that costs you ultimately. That's the cost of staying average.
I have a question for everybody real quick before we get to this next point. What's that called when you push something off till later? Somebody say it. Somebody shout.
Procrastination.
Procrastination. That's the only problem we all have to overcome is procrastination. That's it. If you just decide from this point on, I'm not going to procrastinate. If the dishes need to be done, it takes 5 minutes to do it. As soon as it comes up on mine, I do it. Oh, I got to go drive and get gas. Oh, I'll just wait till tomorrow before I go to work to fill up for gas. How many times have you guys done that? You woke up the next day a little bit late. Now you're going to gas empty on work. You're going to work empty on gas. And you're like, fuck, I'm not going to make it. Oh, shit. Whose fault is that? It's not your job's fault you're late. It's not anything else. It's the fact that you procrastinated the day before, and now you're living with the repercussions of pushing the thing you needed to do off until later. This isn't it's literally saving you. Procrastination, when that feeling comes up, to take action to get ahead in life. Most people just procrastinate. Staying average.
Dropping the ball at work, only getting one workout in per week, not losing any weight. That's procrastination in a crystallized form. It's not you're dropping the ball at work because the work is just too much. The work didn't change. The number on the scale, the results that you're getting, comes down to the decision, the indecision. Thinking about it, pushing it off. That's the cost of staying stuck. And every time you skip, you're making a decision to stay the same. And the worst part about it is that it actually gets worse. And so there's a cost to your inaction. And this goes for everybody here. What's it costing you right now? Now the reframe, right? The person you want to become works out 4 to 6 times per week. If you're crazy like me, 7 days a week with a slight rest day. The person you are now, who works out 1 to 3 times per week, which identity are you choosing between those two? Okay, it's not about the time, it's about what you prioritize. Be honest with yourself. All right, and the last point here, guys, is discipline isn't punishment. It is the price of freedom. Me and Angelo have paid the price. A lot of you guys have paid the price, but it doesn't just stop. it's a continuation. It's a constant journey of getting better. Now, freedom from the body that you hate, freedom from low confidence, freedom from always restarting. All right.
That's
And
a
I want
bar.
everybody here, I want to challenge you guys here to post your why. Here inside of the chat right now, write it down. While we're here in the moment, make the decision here. Comment what is your why? And what's the exact number of workouts you're committing to this week? No excuses. If it was easy, everybody would be skinny. Huh. That's the truth. Christian, it was never supposed to be an easy route to get to your goals, but you're in the right place to get as much help as possible to make these goals achievable. Man, holy shit. If only they had this when I was on my weight loss journey. Your why? To live longer for my family, 6 workouts this week. Beautiful.
Can you repeat what Christian said? What Chris said?
Chris said it was never supposed to be an easy route to get to your goals, but you're in the right place to get as much help as possible to make these goals achievable. If it was easy, everybody would be skinny, Alan.
Yeah, it's good. I can't really read them because I'm driving and kind of cut off from a second. That's why.
Got it. And Brittany, family and health, 7 days a week. Beautiful. Kate, for my future self, never to be here again and to not start over. 7 days. Let's go. Trey, I'm tired of looking like a fat nobody. Getting in shape will allow me to be the true person I want to become. Someone I can be proud of. I will work out 6 times this week. Beautiful, Trey.
Well, honestly, I think, in my opinion, writing this down is great, but whoa, 14 times, my man. I don't know who that is, but
That's me.
okay. Well, you got who's me? Who's Zoom user?
Coach Angelo, come on now.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I expect that. Anyway, I, when I did the call with Coach Angelo on a Friday call, maybe, I don't know, a week or two ago, something like that. He had pulled up the video from the interview that we did when I first started. And like, I could see the emotion that I had. I mean, I'm getting emotional right now just talking about it, but I think a lot of people, they have a why that sounds good. And I'm not saying you just shouldn't have one that sounds good. I think you should definitely have one that sounds good. But I think a true why in any field, whether it's work or weight loss or whatever, really should tuggle your heartstrings. Like it should really just like hit you
It
right
should
in the heart.
it
Like,
should
and
be
it
an
should,
ego goal, bro. I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest. I'm
I
gonna be
mean,
honest with you. It's an ego goal. And like there's nothing
yeah.
wrong with having an ego goal.
No, I completely agree. But I think if that goal doesn't move your emotions, whether it's anger or, you
Mhm.
know, uh, tearful or whatever, like for me, like emotions always move me to like, just almost like sadness to a point where like I don't want to be that way anymore. And like, and I encourage everybody, and I'll put this in the chat. It's an AI app called Remini, and really put your holy balls, Christian. That's so fucking awesome. Um, I think people should download the Remini app and really, oh my God, it's like a beach towel. Um,
Hmm.
I think people that are, still over 300 pounds or wherever should download this app, because I downloaded this app and it allows you to put yourself into a fit body, and it's all AI. And man, like when I was trying on some clothes this weekend, I was thinking, man, I'm almost there. Like I am, 40, 45 pounds away from that goal. And that's just, I think a lot of people should, I think everybody in this group should do that because I mean, it can, it's hard to see the end goal when you don't know what it looks like. Obviously, a lot of people just focus on, 3 to 5 pounds losing every week, which is fantastic. I'm not saying not to focus on that, but when you get yourself, when you're able, and I'll show it for a lot of the newer people that haven't seen it yet, but when you're able to get yourself in a position where you can actually physically see what you might look like when you are fit and in shape. Let me do this. That's what the app will do is it'll put you into a fitter body. And I would say I'm probably 40 pounds away from that, maybe 45. So it's called Remini, Remini, but yeah, I mean, I think you should definitely download that app and do that because, sometimes you just need to see what the end may look like, even though you have a hard time seeing that day to day. Damn, Christian, that's fucking awesome, man. I'm so proud of you, dude.
Trey, the point that you made, Trey, on it should move you emotionally. It really should, because there's no logical reason why any of us are here on this call together. If we're thinking like Harvard Business School, like logical data points, how we're all here connected, there is no logical reasoning to it. And so, Trey, you hit it right on the head that your weight loss goal, your dream vision for yourself, it should feel emotional. There should be ties to that future version of yourself because when you're looking in the mirror, Trey, at that remaining version of you, he's going to have felt this entire journey. He's going to know exactly what that feels like because he's been through it. He felt it emotionally. So that's a great point that you just made right there.
Yeah. Just it's got to move you. And whether it's anger or sadness, whatever it does, use that. And there's one thing I'll this is the one last thing I'll say on this call is I was in a mastermind group last year for a while, and the guy that was running the mastermind group, he said he was walking down the beach with his wife in Malibu, California, and looking at these 10, $20 million homes, and he's like, and he said to himself, he's instead of saying to yourself, man, like it must be awesome to live in that house. Man, it must be awesome to be in shape like Angelo and Calvin. It must be awesome to lose weight like Chris. Instead of saying it must be awesome, you need to be telling yourself, who do I need to become to be in shape like Angelo? Who do I need to become to be in shape like Calvin? Who do I need to become to lose the weight like Christian? And then once you figure out that answer, that's exactly what you need to do. And that's the constant question I ask myself is like, who do I need to become to attract this person or that person in my life? Who do I need to become to make that kind of income? Who do I need to become to weigh 210 pounds? And I think if you are truthful with yourself, that is the only thing that you'll ever need because at the end of the day, you don't need anybody in this group. You just need yourself. And having people in this group that have done exactly what you're trying to do is always going to benefit. But if you're not going to do it for yourself, nobody else is going to. So
Yep.
anyway.
Exactly. I love that question, Trey. Who do you need to become? Who do you need to become in order to
Yeah.
make
Yeah. Who do you need to become to, you finish the sentence on your own for whatever it is you want to become. And, ask yourself that every day. I mean, I do. If it's not every day, it's definitely every week.
Yeah, and that should be minute to minute because it can get easy to lose sight. So asking yourself that question, who do you need to become minute to minute, you'll get the answer. The path is going to be laid out in front of you. It just is up to you to take the next step.
Yep. And I love what you just said, because I wrote everything down on here. Discipline isn't punishment. And I know for when I was younger, even a couple years ago, I always thought discipline was punishment. you know, but I think the people that look at it as punishment aren't ready to face the facts.
Are you gonna do something that's a punishment?
No, I mean, absolutely
was-
not. But at the same time, like people think of punishment like, oh God, oh, I'm so sore, blah, blah, blah. And I was talking to my mom about it too, you know, because she just started working out after going through some back problems. And I was like, well, I mean, it's just part of the suck that you got to embrace. And, you know, I look forward. I can't wait to work out now. Fuck.
No, I hope this put a fire in everybody's ass here to show up, put in the work, and really give it your all, guys. The future you deserves it. Your family deserves it. I mean, even in a community sense, the people here deserve to see, you know, what it looks like when somebody actually puts their foot down and achieves the goals for themselves. All right, guys, you guys can do it. We believe in all of you. If you guys have any questions, hit me or Angelo up. We got your guys' back for life. We're here to help you guys make this thing happen. All right, guys. See you guys on Wednesday. Trey, look forward to some more wins. Kate, Alan, Christian, Zach, Oscar, Luca. Who else is in here? Carlos. Let's go. Have the best day of your entire life, guys. We'll talk soon. All right.
See it.